13th JINX Show. See lobby poster for time and date.
Witches, demons, man-made monsters all make up the news tonight, and we'll have more after this. Night of the Witches and Dr. Frankenstein on campus. Never before has the screen dared such cold, unspeakable terror. Tales of vampirism, supernatural horrors, medieval demonology, and coffins in the castle dungeon occupied by day, empty by night. You will believe the most unimaginable grip of cold, dead horror ever felt, ever shown on any screen. Night of the Witches and Dr. Frankenstein on campus, shown together in a bond of eternal fiendship. The management has agreed to provide nurse and ambulance service for stricken patrons. Rated R.
From the crypt. Welcome to the crypt. You are invited on a guided tour of a world of darkness, where nightmares become reality. About to open. You will learn its terrifying secrets if you dare. Danger, how to... Death lives in Tales from the Crypt.
Who's next? Perhaps you?
The Chosen is coming. The door to the kingdom of hell has been opened. The Chosen will come among us. The world will lose its mind.
From your seed comes evil.
Kirk Douglas, Simon Ward. The Chosen is here. Rated R.
In plague-ridden tunnels, a tribe of once humans, the raw meat of the human race, whose blood will flow when they strike again. What strange hunger drives them to prey on the young and strong? Raw meat, so fearful that no additional scenes may be shown in this preview. Raw meat, rated R for raw horror.
this portal comes the spirit of a madman.
What in the name of God? What did he do to make this house so evil?
Murder, vampirism, cannibalism, drug addiction, alcoholism, sadism, mutilation.
How did it end?
If it had ended, we would not be here.
Not since Rosemary's Baby have you witnessed such a desperate struggle between good and evil. The living, possessed by the dead, and the furious battle of exorcism. Pamela Franklin.
Benny's inside me. Even as I'm speaking to you, I can feel him just waiting in there to take over.
Roddy McDowell.
The house tried to kill me. It almost succeeded.
Clive Revel.
I don't accept this.
I do not accept this.
Gail Honeycutt.
Naked, drunk, fighting. Oh, please get me out of here. Please.
The spirits of the dead can indeed possess the human body.
Lawrence.
A nightmare within a nightmare. The legend of Hell House. For the sake of your sanity, pray it isn't true.
Somewhere between science and superstition, there is another world. The world of darkness.
Make it stop!
Look, your daughter doesn't say she's a demon. She says she's the devil himself.
I'm telling you that thing upstairs isn't my daughter. Now, I want you to tell me that you know for a fact that there's nothing wrong with my daughter except in her mind. You tell me you know for a fact that an exorcism wouldn't do any good. You tell me that!
Nobody expected it. Nobody believed it. And nothing could stop it. The one hope. The only hope. The Exorcist. Rated R.
Mother, what's wrong with me?
What happened was true. The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America.
Stop! Stop!
This is the movie that is just as real, just as close,
Crazy! You gotta make us stop!
just as terrifying as being there. Even if one of them survives, what will be left? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it.
Astronaut Stephen West was returning from outer space. But something terrible had happened.
Your mind is so complete back to find him.
Stephen West had turned into the Incredible Melting Man. The Incredible Melting Man is the first new horror creature. Come prepared. Rated R. Something evil is happening, and it's happening inside the children.
No!
Something beyond your worst fears.
Go! Go! To the house! Get out of here!
The children will carry you one step beyond horror to sheer terror. Pray you'll never meet them. The Children from World Not All. Rated R.
This was where it happened. It was happening again. It was happening now. In the house where death lives. In the darkness. In the emptiness. A place of horrors that would never be seen. Of screams that would never be heard. In the house where death lives. Rated R.
Linda knows that something is out there. Something so evil, it penetrates the soul. Something lurking in the black of night, so real she can almost taste it. Something is out there, and it's coming closer and closer, and something is out there. So terrifying, you've only seen it in your nightmares. Rated PG.
Marilyn Chambers. She's desperate.
Better come quick and get me.
She's dangerous. And her victims are rabid. Rabid. A terrifying film starring Marilyn Chambers. Rabid. Pray it doesn't happen to you. Rated R. Evil has visited the earth in many forms. Now it returns as the car. A car possessed.
I know why he didn't go into the cemetery. The ground was hallowed.
There was no driver in the car.
There's nowhere to turn.
The car! He's in here!
There's nowhere to hide.
Wait, I'm scared. No, I promise you I won't go out.
There's no way to stop the car. Looking for a new kind of thrill. And are willing to take risks. Then try something different that could change your life forever. Enter the house where everything that lives died. Tourist trap. Rated PG.
It all began as a summer vacation. A young family found a beautiful old house. They thought it was the answer to their dreams.
$900, and then it's all ours.
But it was the beginning of a nightmare. Burnt Offerings, starring Karen Black.
Are you actually trying to tell me that this house is responsible?
Oliver Reed.
This house is destroying us.
Betty Davis.
This house is getting so cold.
Burgess Meredith.
So you are the people who want to rent this house.
Eileen Heckert.
God, when it comes alive, tell him, brother.
Burnt Offerings. Rated PG.
mansion.
It doesn't want people.
Rather large for one lonely man. Peculiar sounds. A hidden, dusty attic room. A charming ancient music box. A little wheelchair with cobwebs all over it.
Did you die in this house?
A seance.
Joseph!
And terror when they discover that something dead is alive in there. The Changeling. Starring George C. Scott.
What do you want from me?
The Changeling. The Changeling. The Changeling. Rated R.
Do you dare to spend a night of terror in the Wax Museum? You can't tell the living from the dead. Are they flesh and blood, or are they wax? Are they alive, or are they dead? Jack the Ripper, Ivan the Terrible, Attila the Hun, Lizzie Borden, Lucretia Borgia, Bluebeard. Terror in the Wax Museum, where one is the killer, the rest the victims.
What are you doing?
You can't tell the living from the dead. Do you dare to spend a night of terror? Terror in the Wax Museum. Rated PG.
What is the outer limit of fear that drives a man to the point of terror?
To be somebody. That's all I've ever wanted. And I'll do anything to get it.
This is what I am, and what I'll always be.
And what drives a man from the point of terror and into the arms of his mistress's daughter?
Where's Helene?
Sleeping. Mother? If you can stand the shock of the dark side of fear, you must see Point of Terror.
He is the essence of the unholy. His names are the symbols of fear. Thief of life. Enemy of the faith. Foe to the human race. The tempter. Satan, why do you stand and resist? She is his. Deliver her from evil. The Tempter. Rated R.
X. In 1971, they rampaged throughout the South. Until the farmhouse. Until Pretty Lisa. X. Shocking suspense. Beyond anything before. X. Rated R.
You're not in it. Not in the mirror.
Look!
From the ancient world of the living dead, he came. To victimize those still searching. In the darkness of the moon, the Death Master appears saintly.
You think you could teach us? Do you know that much about living, loving?
Yeah, show us.
It's the man with all the answers, right?
If you ask the right questions.
Mesmerized disciples dance, and death take some murdering holiday.
Rattlers, a tale of terror. This is Rattlers. What a way to die. Rattlers, thrills, excitement, death. Rattlers, striking soon. Rated PG.
The Davises have had a baby, but they're not sending out any announcements. Most new parents are a little scared when they have a baby. The Davises are terrified. You see, there's only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive. It's alive. Don't see it alone. Please. Rated PG.
They tampered with nature. Now they must pay the price. See the grotesque invade an unsuspecting village. See a hospital panic when day-old babies go berserk. See friends turn on each other in a nightmare of horror. You'll cringe with terror when you see. Don't open the window. Whatever's out there will wait. Rated R.
This is Willard, and these are his friends, Ben and Socrates. Willard takes good care of them, and they will do anything for Willard.
My God, look at the rats. You made me hate myself. Well, I like myself now.
Where your nightmares end, Willard begins.
No, right! Look!
There are mysteries in the world of which we know little. Strange, frightening, whispered from generation to generation until they become a scream out of the past. A woman of flesh becomes a mistress of the Death Master. sharing his hunger for soul, his thirst for human blood.
Enjoyed your little joke last night, Doctor. But as you can see, tonight is mine.
Incredible. You really are a vampire?
Yes.
The flesh that shapes them, the blood that feeds them, once belonged to others. Driven by the forbidden cravings of another world, they band together as his slaves. It happened to them.
It could happen to you.
This picture is rated GP.
What happened to Dr. Waterman? Only this man, last to see him alive, knows. Equinox, the invisible barrier between good and evil. The invisible barrier between light and the forces of darkness. The weird, the unbelievable, the supernatural before your very eyes. As 4 teenage boys and girls fight a devil cult for their sanity, for their lives, for their eternal souls. Equinox, a story that defies logic, confounds belief.
Dr. Waterman! Wait! Wait!
He's dead. I can't believe it. It was just a fall.
What is the secret of the 1,000-year-old book? What are the unspeakable horrors conjured by the forces of evil? What is the fiendish power of the ring that enslaves and destroys? What is the one symbol that can hold at bay the hosts of hell unleashed on earth?
My cross! My cross! They're coming to kill me! I gotta have my cross! I gotta have my cross! Please, my cross!
Equinox, proving again that there is more in heaven and on earth than is dreamt of in our philosophy. Equinox! Equinox! Equinox!
Don't ask us who we are or where we come from. Our only purpose is death.
You can never run from it. You can never hide from it. The breath-stopping panic of seizure. Rated PG.
We'll meet her at night in a dark place. She's beautiful, and she'll be waiting for you, waiting to love you to death. The Velvet Vampire. She'll love you to death. And on the same bill, this second horror shocker. What was the strange secret which lay concealed behind the forbidden doors of the Castle of Blood?
Put it out!
The scream of the demon lover. It may be the last sound you hear.
I am the captain of the good ship Pleasure. Come join my crew in search of a treasure. The treasure has been sighted from the old crow's nest. Be prepared to find what you like best. There's candy for you of quality fine. In fact,